A man said to me, "You tell us to live in the end. You tell us that creation is finished. Yet I have bills that must be paid. The deadline is approaching. What am I to do when time appears to be against me?" Now that question comes to the minds of many. For it is easy to speak of faith when the horizon appears clear. But when the hour seems late, when the pressure of the world is upon you, then the test begins. I tell you, the deadline is not the master. Your assumption is the only master, for you may send the letter. You may labor from morning until night. You may do everything that appears necessary. Yet, if you remain the same man, you will wake in the morning as the anxious man. You will work as the anxious man. You will wait as the anxious man. And you will relive the same defeat again and again and again. The difficulty is not the deadline. The difficulty is the state from which you approach it. I have seen men stand before the same deadline. One trembled at the approach of it. The other remained unmoved. One remained bound by it. The other rose from it almost overnight. For the one who rises has ceased to consult the evidence. He no longer asks whether it can be done. He has accepted that it is done. The difference was never the deadline, never the bill, never the interval. It was always the man they agreed to be before the hour arrived. Yet time has never produced anything, for man believes that time is the cause. He believes that tomorrow will determine what is possible. He believes time is the creator. But creation is finished. All things already exist. The thing desired is not waiting to come into being. It already is. If it were not already present, you could not desire it. Yet he turns to the evidence of his senses. He looks at the calendar and asks, will there be enough time? Can it happen before the deadline? Yet the thing desired is not brought forth by the days that remain. It is brought forth by the state that has accepted it as fact. I have seen things arrive in an hour that reason said would require years. And I have seen men wait for years because they accepted the delay before it appeared. No man knows the way by which it will come to pass, for the bridge of incidents is not revealed in advance. Never measure the possibility of a thing by the number of days remaining. Measure it by the man you have agreed to be. Now you may say, but what am I to do? Am I to ignore my responsibilities? Am I to neglect the bill? Certainly not. Attend to every duty before you. Make every call that presents itself. Write what must be written. Do what is natural. But let your inner conversation be that of the wish fulfilled. But do not do these things as one moving toward failure. Do them as one for whom the matter is already resolved. For two men may perform the same action. One acts from the accepted state. The other acts from doubt. One acts because he believes failure is approaching. The other acts because he believes the matter is already settled. The action appears the same. The consciousness behind it is entirely different. The moment the deadline seems to possess power, return to the end. You are told to live in the end, not because the end will someday arrive. You are told to live in the end because the end already exists. You do not create the fulfilled state. You appropriate it as your own. deadline appears before you, do not ask whether there is enough time. Ask yourself, have I accepted it as done? The bill will not be paid because you feared the deadline. The world will not yield because you trembled before the calendar. The deadline does not define your reality. Your assumption defines the deadline. The deadline is not waiting to decide you. You are deciding it now.